Hi, I'm going to show you an entire round of ZS but from the Cader's perspective. This time it's a bit chopped up. Let's get started. Immediately I noticed that the sigil room has a single entrance, a lot of space, and a standard sized doorway. These three aspects significantly increase the likelihood of this sigil being the win sigil. I begin to nail down props to signal to the other Caders that I'm claiming this sigil. Claiming a sigil is not an official process and is generally understood to be an unspoken rule. Gather props from the nearby areas so that you can use them in the later waves. Once you've gathered enough props, it's time to start making your barricade, starting with your foundation prop. The foundation prop is the last line of defense before zombies can get in the room. For that reason, you can justify putting a lot of time into its placement. Try to place it as far back as possible to make replacing your forward props easier. Once you've confirmed the position of the foundation props, you can begin putting your forward props. Forward props are used solely for the protection of the foundation props. This table is an excellent choice because it fits snugly around the server. If placed correctly, the edge of the table will be in front of the edge of the foundation prop. In this moment right here, I'm staging props. I'm rotating the props into a position I already want them to be in, so when it comes time to replace, they're already in the position I want them. But building the barricade is only phase 1. Now you have to defend it. Here, I save 3 of the 4 nails before the prop is destroyed. I then anticipate its destruction by having another filing cabinet ready to place. You want to continuously replace props so that the damage stays as far away from the foundation prop as possible. I consider placing a computer monitor, but remember that I would likely be blocking melee DPS. Some props die too quickly before you can reclaim your nails. I buy a repair field because I'm having trouble keeping up with repairs manually. As the demand for repairs becomes greater, I buy a welder for high single target repairs. As a Cader, you will get slapped trying to replace props in the later waves. And because you're not really spending points on guns that much, you can occasionally afford the grenade retaliation. I'm able to afford the prop transponder and I immediately buy a washing machine. This is because, with the welder, props with high health pools are significantly more valuable to me. With the match nearing its end, the pressure building on the Cade, and the prop transponder's significant cooldown time, I need to be selective about which props I buy. Sometimes you have to place an inconveniently shaped prop because it's all you have. This vent puts a blind spot in the shooting angle, but it's all we've got. I pass my welder onto my team because I can no longer repair the props and replace them at the same time. With 31 humans to 58 zombies, tending the barricade is no longer doable by just one man. With the barricade weakening, I can now justify placing props in the melee player's space. The damage from the zombie team becomes so high that the props die as soon as I put them down. At this point you have to trust your team to repair your props, as you anxiously wait for the next props to be printed from the transponder. I throw concussion grenades as an attempt to slow down the zombie team's DPS. I'm trying to buy time so that the prop transponders can cool down and we can put more things on the barricade. But sometimes your team just doesn't have the numbers. 30 to 60 is a pretty difficult matchup, and we lasted pretty long.